Hey everybody!
Come to us. Come from the feed to our live video. We're going to help you boost your energy today. I'm starting with benefits because I know you care about what this little live video is going to do for your day. So come on in and let's talk about how to boost your energy by setting goals that actually get you excited. So I think a common mistake that people make with their goal setting is setting goals that feel dry to them. So, for instance, you might have a goal to lose 5 pounds. And I might have had a goal to get down to 200 pounds before summer, but it wasn't really exciting to me. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't about to get jacked up on this idea of losing 3 pounds because it means I don't get to eat a donut. So I switched up my goal, and I think that there's a principle here that you can switch up your goal. And basically, my goal was just to have someone tell me that my body was sexy when I was in the hot tub. Now that might not get you juiced up and excited, but for me, that was super. Like, hey, that is actually motivating. If somebody would tell me, hey, you look good. So another one is, just the fact that dry goals don't inspire action, right? And one of the best benefits to 10xing your goals, and we talk a lot about this concept of 10x because Tracy just read the book. What is it?
10x.
The 10x rule. And sometimes you just need something that's bigger and maybe even intimidating to get excited about.
Absolutely.
Because like a goal of like 5% better isn't super exciting. I mean, it's a good, I like that. Hey, maybe we could get 1% better today. I like that as a thing. But on average, I'm not going to take massive action if I'm not excited about the goal.
No.
So like for our team, I might 10x a goal just because you need something to get excited about.
Well, it's that classic, what do they say? Shoot for the moon and you'll land amongst the stars. I mean, when you put goals that are way above what you think you can do, you might not reach them, but you're going to get a lot further than if you set a reasonable goal.
Reasonable. Yeah. I like whenever I catch myself saying the word reasonable, I'm like, reasonable to who?
Yeah, that's a good.
I think also like this idea of if you have a goal that's 10 times what you thought you might be setting as a goal, you also take, like, how would you take action if you had to hit that goal? So this is a new concept. Like I said, I'm pulling this directly from the 10X rule by Grant Cardone. But basically, if you took the action necessary to get 10X where you're at, if you're taking that kind of massive action on a regular systematic basis, it's a lot more exciting, get energized by it, but you're also just much more likely to hit like 2X, right? Like,
yeah, exactly.
So it's definitely a solid way to do it. So you got to have juicy goals, visceral things that immediately, like, instinctively gets you excited, right? I have one of mine is to scare the shit out of our competitors by being so aggressive with our LinkedIn video strategy. So if you're a competitor, hi, just told you my goal. But hey, I'm having fun with that, and honestly, I feel that this summer we had like 2 goals.
Yes, we did.
2 goals, that and a 10-minute email response time. These are just internal goals, right? We're not normally sharing this with the entire world, but for you, Monday Morning Marketing and Coffee crew, of course, we're going to share it all.
Absolutely.
We're always going to share it all. And then my last one, that 10-minute emails was my last one. And weird big goals that are scary but inspiring.
Yeah.
Have you had any of those?
I have.
If the goal scares you, it's good.
Yeah. So, just a quick personal example. We had a beautiful house in the city of Anoka, but we wanted something much bigger, much different, right?
Yeah.
And it was scary. And so we started taking actions 3 years ago, paying extra on our mortgage, saving money, doing all these other things that caused a little bit of temporary uncomfortableness because we were paying way more than we needed to each month on this house, but it did 2 things. It conditioned us to spending more every month on our mortgage. And by the time we went to sell our house, we had a lot of equity into that. And that put us into a house that, candidly, I don't think we're the right people for this neighborhood.
Really?
Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way.
Yeah,
I just look around the neighborhood and everybody's, they're at our next level. But that's good. You've got to take those steps to get to that next level.
I like what you said about being uncomfortable, right? You're putting yourself in a position to be uncomfortable on a regular basis. Yeah. And that's something I've been thinking about the last couple weeks is like, I don't want to be comfortable. And I mean, it's very easy to get like, you know what I mean? Like, especially if you've made some progress, like if you've made significant progress in the last couple months and you're seeing those results, you might get comfortable at that next level that you just got to. But like making an effort to actually put yourself in uncomfortable but growth-oriented situations that actually push you, that's actually super energizing. And I think it's the right mindset, because if you get in that mindset, I'm trying to be comfortable, everything is annoying sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, oh gosh, why do I have to do this? It's like, ugh. But if you're like, how do I get uncomfortable? Weirdly, it makes you more comfortable. You know what I mean? It's strange, but trying to get uncomfortable will literally make you more comfortable, and maybe just get used to discomfort, which means you're growing, right?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing, like Tim said, getting used to the uncomfortable. This whole video thing is naturally very uncomfortable for me.
Yeah.
And but I know that I'm a marketer. I got to be out there. I'm in sales. I've got to get out there. And so I've been in my personal life sharing a daily video on my Instagram feed.
How does somebody find that, and what is it about?
Oh goodness. Instagram, Tracy Paul Kelly.
Tracy Paul Kelly.
And it's a attitude of gratitude. So every day I don't have to, I choose to tell the world something that I'm grateful for.
Hey, it's a rule though you've made for yourself. You've made yourself a rule, which you're sticking to.
Yeah, and it is uncomfortable. Again, going back to the whole neighborhood thing, sometimes I'll be in the backyard. Hey everybody, Tracy Kelly doing my attitude of gratitude, and you get some looks from some of the neighbors, and it's uncomfortable, but I don't care, right? Because I know this is something that I'm doing for myself, and it's gonna take me to where I'm going, which is, I want to help inspire other people, because there have been some people in my life that have really, really inspired me and kind of pushed me to that next level. And if I can do that for one person, that's what it's all about.
I love it. And I mean, that's applicable for any professional that's watching this right now. You've got a side hustle, you've got a business, whatever you got going on. If you're able to just put out content on a regular basis that's useful to your audience, and you're branding yourself, personal brand is important, right? That's why I do this video all the time. I have a company, but I also want my personal brand to grow. I want my personal brand to be one that helps people and helps people be more effective and gets people excited and gets people energized every week. So I kick off, I try to do this, every Monday, 8:30-ish, 8:40. I mean, it's before other people are even thinking about work. I want to be there. I want to be of service. And we're not selling ourselves, right? With this attitude of gratitude thing, you're not saying, oh, please buy my stuff.
No.
Right? You're just being like, hey, I hope your day is good. Here's something that's helped me, or whatever.
Absolutely.
And you're getting people's minds thinking about gratefulness and why. I mean, gratefulness is a superpower.
I didn't realize that.
Dude, it is. Massive superpower.
Okay.
So I honestly think my last tip on this, last juicy tip, I'm just using the word juicy a lot. I don't know why. Keeping it to 3 goals versus having 10.
Absolutely.
Less is more, and 10 is really easy to lose track of. Yeah. I think we kind of we binge on goals sometimes, and goal setting and getting excited. But what about consistency? And what about having one priority and a couple of secondary things? It's really important to, I think, prioritize and to have 3 goals that are your most important ones. Maybe have 20 goals. Feel free to have 20 goals, man. I'm cool with that. But keep 3 most important goals and put them front and center.
Yeah, make them priority. If you're not constantly thinking about 1 or 2 or 3 things, it just waters everything down, and you're not gonna. It goes back to the 10x thing. There's no way you can go 10x on 20 goals. You can go 10x on 1 goal. You can go 10x on 2 goals. You can go 10x on 3 goals, maybe more. But realistically, set the bar, set it high for yourself, and go out and, as Grant Cardone would say, do 10 times the work you think it's going to take to actually accomplish this goal.
So the real takeaway, I love this. I want to get back to that. How can you juice up your goals this week and make them more fun to pursue, right? Like how can you take the language of your goal and just change it a bit, change a couple of the words, maybe make it a little bit more like clear and obvious to yourself why it will be so awesome when you hit that goal.
Yeah.
Use language that excites you, and every time you say it, you just get jacked up. So that's our takeaway for the day. And boost your energy by setting goals that actually get you excited, and
do more of what you love.
Do more of what you love this week. Do a little bit more. And thank you guys so much for watching this.
Thanks, everybody.
I love when people tune in on this, and we used to get about 150 people or so watching these every Monday or throughout the first couple of days of the week. So thank you guys that are watching it later, and have a great week.
Have a great week, everybody. Happy Monday.
Bye, guys.